Hello all. So this is Om Prakash Yadav. Today I am going to do the partial balancing of this IC engine. Partial balancing of the IC engine only for the primary unbalanced force. So partial balancing of primary unbalanced force. Partial balancing of primary unbalanced force. So in the previous lecture you have seen this. You have seen this. So what I have done that in the previous, I have done the complete balancing. Then you have seen that what are the problem. What are the problem? Just horizontal unbalanced force has converted into vertical unbalanced force. That's all. Which is more dangerous than the horizontal unbalanced force. So as a compromise, we are not doing the complete balancing of reciprocating part. Just we are doing the partial balancing of the primary unbalanced forces. Okay. So partial balancing means what? This BB is equal to M into R is the complete. This is what reciprocating part. So only C time of the total mass is balanced. Only C time, only C part of the total mass is to be balanced. So BB is equal to what? C into M RAC into R. So this is what the primary this is what the partial balancing. This BB is equal to not equal to MRS into R. This is equal to what? C time mass of the reciprocating part into R. That is, we are doing the primary partial balancing. Partial balancing. So when you are doing the partial balancing means what? These both forces are not equal. Already I have explained that what are these forces and how they have come in the first lecture, in the previous lecture. Okay, you can see from there. Let us see. So this is not equal to this. Just a few part of C time part of this is balanced means what? This is more. Out of this total, only something is balanced. Only something is balanced. So this will be more and this will be less. This will be less. Means what is the net unbalanced force along the horizontal direction? So net unbalanced force along the horizontal direction or line of stroke is equal to what? This minus this. So MREC into R into omega square cos theta minus this BB omega square cos theta. BB omega square cos theta. And from here, from the partial balancing, you see that BB is equal to C time M into RC. So M RC into R omega square cos theta minus C time M RC into R. BB C time M RC into R into omega square cos theta. So this MRC or omega square cos theta is common. So we can write this unbalanced force along the horizontal direction or along the line of stroke is equal to this 1 minus C. 1 minus C MRC R omega square cos theta. This is the equation number 1. So this is what, when you are doing the partial balancing, then this is the unbalanced force along the line of stroke or along the horizontal direction. Acha. Let us see what is the unbalanced force along the vertical direction or perpendicular to the line of stroke. So this is what only, this is the imagination and this is the actually. So this is only BB omega square sin theta. So this vertical unbalanced force is equal to this BB omega square sin theta. And what is this? BB is equal to this C time MRC into R. Let us put it here. So this C time MRC into R into omega square sin theta. So this is what the vertical unbalanced force. This is what the vertical unbalanced force. So let us see. Horizontal unbalanced force is along this direction and this vertical unbalanced force is along this direction. So this is the F horizontal unbalance. This is the F unbalance in vertical direction and this both the unbalanced force are at 90 degree, then their resultant can be calculated out under root. So resultant unbalanced force, your net unbalanced force is equal to this under root F unbalanced horizontal का square plus F unbalanced vertical का whole square. So net our total unbalanced force will be under root horizontal unbalanced force का square plus vertical unbalanced force का square. Let us put it. If you put from equation 1 and this from equation 2, equation 1 and 2 in this formula, then what you are getting, so you are getting total unbalanced force is equal to this under root 1 minus c m r omega square into cos theta, this whole guy square plus this one square, so this c time m rec into r into omega square into sin theta का whole square. So this is what the resultant unbalanced force. So resultant unbalanced force can be calculated from this formula. Also you can calculate a horizontal unbalanced force and a vertical unbalanced force. So what is the problem when you are doing the partial balancing? Then you are getting unbalanced force in both the direction. Means what? The unbalanced force is divided into a number of direction. Means in no any direction they are exceeding the limit. So we are neglecting its effect in both the direction. अब दोनों डायरेक्शन में उसको कम कर देता हूँ, एक सेगमेंट के बाहर नहीं जाता, नहीं हैमर ब्लो ज्यादा आएगा, नहीं हॉरिजॉन्टल डायरेक्शन में आपका सेकिंग फोर्स ज्यादा आएगा. Okay, now let us solve one problem on this, then your concept will be very clear. Let us solve a problem. You can take the snapshot of this problem. Just this is very simple problem on this only. Let us write the data here. Okay. The following data refer to the single cylinder reciprocating engine are. Achha, one thing more. Let us see one concept first. Then I will solve the numerical because one thing is remaining. What is remaining? So this is only what we are assuming the reciprocating part. There may be the mass of the connecting rod also. So if there are rotating mass also, then you see that whole of the rotary mass can be balanced, but some part of the reciprocating mass can be balanced. This rotary mass completely can be balanced, but the reciprocating mass completely cannot be balanced. So suppose there are m ROT, rotary means mass of the rotary part at the connecting at the crank pin. Suppose mass of the rotary part at the crank pin is m ROT, then what will be the total mass? This rotary plus c time reciprocating part. So total rotary at the crank pin can be balanced and the c part of the reciprocating mass can be balanced. So total this mass can be balanced at the crank pin. Then from the balancing equation what we are getting that BB is equal to m rotary plus this c time mRC, into crank radius small r. So that will be the equation if there are rotary and reciprocating both. So whole of the rotary and the c part of the reciprocating mass can be balanced. So total this much mass can be balanced at the crank pin. Then the balancing equation will be BB is equal to m rotary plus c time m into reciprocating into crank radius r. Okay, now you can solve any problem. Let us now solve the problem. Let us see that what they have given in the question. The following data refer to the single cylinder reciprocating engine are mass of the reciprocating part. Mass of the reciprocating part is 40 kg. Then mass of revolving part at the crank pin, that is young rotary, is equal to 30 kg. Engine speed N is equal to 150 rpm. Let us convert this into radian per second. When you convert into 2 pi n divided by 60, then you will get this 15.7 radian per second. Radian per second. If 60% of the reciprocating mass and all the revolving mass are to be balanced, 60% means what? C is equal to 0.66. Then determine the balancing mass required at a radius of 320 mm. At a radius of, so at B is equal to 320 mm, what is the balancing mass is the first question. Another question is that unbalanced force when the crank has turned 45 degree from the top dead center. So when theta is equal to 45 degree, then tell me what is the value of total unbalanced force. That is the question. That is the question. So total unbalanced force can be calculated from here. Look at here. Theta is given 45 degree. This C is equal to 0.6. RAC is equal to 40 kilogram. And here this R omega square. R is equal to how much? Radius. Of course, radius will be given. Stroke they have given. Stroke is equal to 350 mm. So what will be radius? Half of this stroke is this crank radius. So half of this will be 175. Will be 175 mm. 175 mm. So now also you know the R. You all the value you put in SI unit. So from this you can get what is the F unbalance. Unbalance because C is known. Each and everything is now known. Just you put and you will get the value of unbalanced force as 880.7. You will get this 880.7 Newton. And how to get the balancing mass? That can be calculated from this formula. Just I have discussed this. BB is equal to M rotary plus C time RC into radius R. So this B into small b is equal to 320 is equal to M rotary. Rotary is 30 plus C is 0.6 and this is what 40 reciprocating into this radius R is 175. So from this equation you can get what is the balancing mass B. So balancing mass B you are getting 29.53. This is 29.53 kg. So that is very easy question. Directly on the formula. If you are not able to understand this formula, let us again understand. Total of the rotary mass can be balanced at the crank pin, but only C part of the reciprocating mass can be balanced. So I am writing rotary plus C time reciprocating into radius R. So BB is equal to this one. Okay, thank you very much. And later on I will see some more lecture on balancing.